Witam wszystkich, zapraszam do oglądania Dziedzictwo Hogwartu. Okej, musimy znaleźć nasz pokój.
Revelio. I suppose some introductions are in order.
Just have to wait for the right moment.
Ale inaczej wygląda dom rzeczywiście, no. Jak grałem tamtą postacią, no zupełnie inaczej wygląda dom.
One moment. Watch this.
I co innego się dzieje nawet.
Someone threw a
Ciekawe, no.
Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters. And you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
Nie mogę doczekać się zajęć. No tak,
I'm glad to be here. Ready
raczej
for
się nie
classes to start.
denerwujemy niczym.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
On trochę
Wait, did you say
zapleni.
most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Okej. Pora poznać innych.
Must be different. Starting
Może jakąś
Hogwarts
dziewczynę
in
teraz.
I'm not sure this is the right spot.
Samantha. Jakieś ziółko hoduje?
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing
co to
power in
jest w
such a
ogóle?
little plant.
Dyptam.
I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Ma rozległą wiedzę. Może i tak.
He did teach me a few things before term, but that's all I can tell you.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Hoduje swoje składniki?
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In
Chyba
fact,
nawet widziałem
our herbology
osiągnięcie
teacher, Professor Garlick,
związane z
encourages
wyhodowaniem
it.
wszystkich
And I don't
roślinek
think
tych.
Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients as
Być
long as
może
your
nawet
brews are all
jest tak, że
perfect.
każdy dom ma inne roślinki. Miło było Cię
It was
poznać.
nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Okej, to jeszcze Amit.
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant! You'd think you could... Ah! Why, hello?
Trakr.
Would you like to take a
Trakr.
look? Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
Gwiazdy są fascynujące. Nie lubię patrzeć w
I'm
gwiazdy.
afraid I'm not much for memorizing constellations. Enough to worry about on the ground.
Well, you should know that all fifth years must take astronomy. However, I think you will feel differently after one night up on the tower. A quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes.
No
Oh,
zobaczymy.
and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
A, zapach
Hey there.
pergaminu, ogólnie
New
zapach
Ravenclaw.
książek, tak,
Professor
tak,
Weasley
ja
is looking
też
for you
lubię.
just outside.
Tak samo
You had best
gazy.
not keep her waiting.
Gdzieś niżej musimy... Aha, schody są tutaj, dobra.
I heard some chatting in the girls' laboratory about booze.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially
Będziemy
as you'll be
musieli
expected to
nadgonić.
complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
Sumy, co to jest?
Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams.
Aha.
They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally
Czyli
valuable
wszystkie te
resource.
strony, które wyleciały, będziemy musieli pewnie znaleźć.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Od razu test?
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Tamten dom chyba mi się bardziej
I
podobał.
certainly would have
Ale
appreciated
fajne
something like
jest
the
to,
field
że,
guide when I
że
was
są
a
to
student.
zupełnie inne historie, jak widać. Ciekawe, czy lekcje też będą inne. Bo profesorowie to raczej nie.
Why don't you cast Revelio
Chociaż
on
nie
this
wiem.
bust and see what details the field
Revelio?
guide can provide?
Pierwsza strona. Po piersie Ravenclaw. Strona przewodnika. Po piersie stworzone, by uczcić dom Ravenclaw. Znajduje się we wzniosłej wieży Ravenclaw. Właśnie odblokowano wyzwanie przewodnika. Ok. Czyli do przewodnika. Każde wyzwanie ma poziomy. Za każdy ukończony poziom zostają odblokowane nagrody specjalne od wyglądu aż po istotne modyfikacje. Nagrody odbiera się z menu wyzwań. Zaglądaj tam często, odbieraj odblokowane nagrody.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that. Inside and
Revelio.
O kurde, ile tych schodów
no
będzie?
time to waste. You've classes to attend.
O, akurat się kończą. Mam nadzieję, że na tym piętrze. Fajne te obrazy są. Co tutaj się dzieje? Z jakiegoś stworzenia. Głaszcze. Tu mamy jakąś rozkminkę.
Revelio.
Dwadzieścia jeden ma dać. Zobaczmy po prostu metodą prób i błędów. Czy mamy tylko jedną taką do obracania? Ciekawe, może mamy więcej. Nie? Wiem, że się kończy na znakach zapytania. Zaraz zobaczymy. Na pewno... A, no i już właśnie.
Revelio.
A, bo jest i druga. A, nie mogę tego teraz robić, dobra. Będę musiał do tego wrócić. Tam jest na pewno jakaś zasada. Trzeba obliczyć coś.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okej, musimy mapę otworzyć. Profesor Wesley odblokowała dla ciebie płomienie Fiu w sali głównej. Gdzie jest ta sala główna? To jest tutaj, ok. Czyli ten zielony płomień oznacza, że już możemy używać tam szybkiej podróży.
And here we are.
On dosyć szybko.
Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
O, zaraz... A, nie mogę.
You can get almost
Nie
anywhere
mam
in the
jeszcze
castle
czaru
quickly from Central Hall.
do przechwytywania.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you
Zajęcia.
get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Dziękuję, pani profesor. Może te ostatnie pytanie
You
zadamy, bo
mentioned
szczerze
Hogsmeade,
mówiąc...
Professor.
Hogsmeade is
Nie
the
wiem, co to jest.
only all-wizarding village in Britain and is
Aha.
home to an array
A,
of shops
to
and
stąd
pubs.
ten
You
akcent,
should
bo
be
to jest
able
w
to find
Anglii.
all of the school supplies you
dobra.
require in
Dobra,
Hogsmeade.
dobra.
You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Dziękuję, pani
Thank you,
profesor.
Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Zgadza się.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself.
Trochę się
for now.
wygadaliśmy.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned.
Zajęcia,
And we'll
no
see
dobra.
if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
To teraz jeszcze z
It's
profesorem.
good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about
No właśnie, się
exploring
wygadałem.
ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okej. Tutaj możemy sobie wybierać
The
zadania.
map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okej, lecimy na zajęcia. Świetnie to pokazuje nam drogę.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
I pewnie będzie można pomiotnąć
One thing I've learned as
przeciwnikiem.
an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Teraz my, tak? Dobra.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As Master
Przebij się
Druid
przez
so
żółtą tarczę
artfully
przy
helped me
pomocy jednego
demonstrate
z zaklęć
earlier.
kontroli, jak lewitacji, ale... A,
Now, the basic cast. Well done.
okej.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Levioso!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
A, już daję.
I know. Protego, do Protego.
Case things. What be your first duel?
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
A, udało się go
bad
zwalić
for a
z
beginner.
tego. I to też jest
You
wygrane.
give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but
Kurde,
battling
to pewnie
dark
trochę
wizards,
zajdzie,
or
zanim
as ever more
rzeczywiście
likely goblins,
wyjdziemy w teren.
is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Okej, zaraz.
Spectacle for one day.
Revelio.
Class is dismissed.
Proszę bardzo. Szkielet czarnego hybrydzkiego. Jak ktoś chce, może sobie poczytać. Widzę, że można nawet z każdym gadać. Tutaj trzeba... Zamek poziomu drugiego, trzeba jakiś pewnie czar się nauczyć najpierw.
Nice work.
Sebastian.
I enjoyed
Co tam
that.
Sebastian nam
That
powie?
duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Był. Nie mam doświadczenia w
In fact, it
pojedynkach.
was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be quiet if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Brzmi intrygująco.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
No
Whether it's
pewnie.
joining a secret dueling
Fajnie,
club
że można.
or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Nie wiem, czy to zapamiętam. Chyba, że to gdzieś zostanie zapisane jako jakaś misja poboczna. Poziom 2. O, możemy zabrać nagrody. A raczej jedną nagrodę. To teraz na kolejną lekcję lecimy, na lekcję zaklęć. Kurde, ta muzyka to jest znana muzyka. Mam nadzieję, że nie będzie objęta prawami i mi nie zarzucą tego.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. I sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we
A,
begin?
tutaj lekcja taka
Welcome
sama.
to Year 5 of Charms. Now,
To
this will be a
widziałem lekcje,
crucial
śmieszne
year in
lekcje.
your education on the art
Śmieszny
of
w ogóle
charm work.
wykładowca.
But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Już sobie tam herbatkę parzy.
It's too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Śmiesznie się porusza.
It seems that we're in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okej, musimy się nauczyć nowego czaru.
Accio.
Akio.
That
Tak
is
będziemy
not
mogli
bad.
właśnie strony
You are
łapać.
a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Tak, i tutaj na zewnątrz się rozegra jeszcze taka mini gra. Bo tą lekcję akurat widziałem. I już tylko tą widziałem,
I've
nic
always
więcej.
found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Fajnie, śmiesznie on gada. Okej.
Very simply, Accio on one of the spheres. Splendid!
Co ty na to,
Now,
profesorku?
think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing them... Excellent control there.
Spadła.
Stay focused. Very good.
Stój!
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Nie, jednak
Yes,
zajęcia
sir.
są takie same. W każdym domu.
Here we go!
No ładnie, ładnie. Teraz ja.
Accio.
Niedobrze, ale to nic.
There we go.
Pięćdziesiątka?
Quite impressive. Watch this. Phew.
Accio.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Perfect score.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Okej, poczekam aż w drugą stronę będzie się zawracać.
But try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Jest 50?
Splendid!
Jest!
Be sharp. There we go.
Jeszcze trochę?
Brilliant.
Okej, się nie udało.
Watch this.
50.
Phew.
Very good. Very Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Jakoś sobie radzę.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Okej, miło było
Well,
cię
it's been
poznać.
nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Okej.
Of course, you rebellion.
If you would.
If you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
O, jakieś zadanie specjalne. No i dobra, misja kolejna została zaliczona, dlatego ja sobie w tym momencie zakończę ten materiał. Jeżeli film Ci się podobał, zostaw lajka, zostaw komentarz, zapraszam do subskrybowania kanału. Dzięki za oglądanie i pozdrawiam.